Alright, I finally finished my house video. Man, I can't wait for everyone to see it. Now that it's uploaded, I can finally rest. That was a good sleep. Now to check on my video, what the So, yeah, to say my fixing Piggy's house map video did good is certainly an understatement. I'm honestly surprised I did as well as it did. It broke channel records, met the like goal absurdly fast, caught the attention of freaking Foxboy12. Of course, since you all hit the like goal insanely fast, I had to make part 2. Using the power of terrible editing software, an ancient keyboard, a computer that won't stop opening up File Explorer, and taking suggestions from subscribers and Piggy Twitter, I turned the Carnival map into a more enjoyable experience for everyone in addition to some cool buffs. Please keep in mind 2 things. 1, this is a concept for Piggy. It likely won't be coming to the original game unless Minitoon or Epic Tank pulls a Blade Ninja on me or something. Secondly, the link is in the description if you'd like to try the map, but please keep in mind this isn't exactly final and is very basic, and it might be a little buggy. I'm planning to add more decoration and effects for the actual release of the map in Piggy But Better, such as these turnstiles here. Before we get into how I fixed it, I'd like to explain the origins for those unfamiliar with Piggy. You can skip to this timestamp on screen if you'd like to skip this. For starters, Carnival was added on April 4th, 2020 and was built by IKEAs. It was based on Potato City from Peppa Pig and has 2 bots, Clowny and Foxy. Due to how easy the map was, it became repeatedly picked by noobs and newer players, which caused people to not like the map and eventually hate it with a passion. And honestly, I can't blame them. Now, me personally, I actually really like the Carnival map. If this was the first chapter, I could see this as a sort of tutorial for the game. However, this is chapter 8, so I agree with the fact that it should be harder. So, what can we change? Well, for starters, I decided to expand the map a little bit. I expanded this little section in the roller coaster area. My plan was to board it off, being marketed as an upcoming little kids ride still being tested. This is a circus, guys, not a theme park like Disney World or Six Flags, which is why there aren't any rides like the Wheel of Death that instantly freaking kills you the instant you step on it. I wanted to make it so you'd be able to ride the roller coaster, but when I tried to do it, I couldn't figure out how to make it work properly, so I scrapped it. I decided to make it so you'd be able to walk around the ride itself via this path, along with a small construction area down here to get items. In addition to this, you also have these boards across the floor. My plan was, since that it's a work in progress, they'd have to place down temporary walking spaces to prepare for the actual floor. However, the catch is, the boards are very shaky and will fall after some time. This was coded entirely by me. The original plan was to make it so walking on one of these simply made it collapse like in camp. But then I decided to make it so it would slowly grow cracks over time and then collapse. However, then I had a better idea. I made it so the boards generate a random number between 1 and 10. This number is the amount of times you need to collapse after walking over. Additionally, it has a 1 in 500 chance to collapse anyways to add a level of uncertainty. You can avoid this simply by jumping over the board. On top of this, I decided to expand on the map and build new sections, such as adding this little place here for minigames, such as the water gun. I also added others such as a dart minigame and milk bottle minigame. I thought it'd be pretty fun to include more feel like an actual carnival, in addition to giving them their own section. On top of this, I also made another carnival tent, and labeled it as a theater. Here the carnival could perform plays, maybe something like Romeo or Juliet or the Scottish play. Anyways, I then decided to expand on some existing areas. For example, to access the mirror area, you now need to go to the green room and activate this power panel here. My original plan was to make it so Carnival would be extremely dark, and you'd have to light up the park by turning on a generator. Although I scrapped it since it would have been tedious to go through every single light in the map, change their names, and then write code to change all the lights. Maybe I'll go back and do this for Piggy But Better, but for the sake of getting this video out, I scrapped it. Oh wait, speaking of the mirror maze, I decided to make it into an actual one. Like, you can actually see your character here now. This was accomplished via a glitch I found on Roblox dev forums. If you'd like to do it yourself, you can set a part to glass material and then set the transparency above 1. I recommend setting it to 25. Next, add 2 highlight objects inside the part. Set the first object's background and outline transparency to 1, and then set the second one to do whatever settings you want, as this will show the actual part itself. Make sure to make it semi-transparent or else it won't work. Finally, click play and test your part out. It's a bit wonky here, but it fits in the context of a carnival where you could have stuff like wonky mirror mazes and all that. Finally, I decided to add a lot of decoration. Sadly, I lost a lot of the footage here since I ran out of storage while recording. But it was nothing too crazy. It was mostly labels to the buildings that I wanted to add to make it more like a carnival, along with scattering more stuff around. For example, this room is labeled as employees only, this one a theater, this one a mirror maze, and so on. Oh my god, we're finally done with the map. Now, what about the events and items throughout the carnival? With all the different rooms and sections, we're bound to have a little more. For starters, I decided to make some changes to the order you get the items in. For example, I added the ticket event from RB battles. You need to find a ticket in order to get through this machine. Once inside, you can find any items that may be located here, and the only exit is through the other side. You can't enter from the right because of these turnstiles, so yeah. Additionally, I got a few requests to make it so that the Ferris wheel moves, and while it would have been a cool idea, it kind of ruins the fact that you're supposed to do this in the Bittersweet quest. Plus, who's even running this place to turn on the Ferris wheel? Well, besides us. Yeah, the rides are working, but only after we turn them on, and that's what we're doing in the Bittersweet quest. Overall, I just added more event items, such as the ticket, a gate key, and even a little red key card here for the employees only room. Now, regarding the bots, I decided to change up a few things. Firstly, I added 3 bots with similar behavior to ship's bots. I added Dino Piggy and a couple of construction workers around the map. Since there's no friendly NPC to knock them out, these bots will simply fall after 25 seconds of chasing you and have 10 seconds before they can be reactivated again. Now, Foxy. He randomly stumbles across the map for no reason and then decides to start moving in the end. So my solution is to make it so that he wakes up after you open the orange keycard room.
I'm an idiot! I meant to say key! I meant to say key!
And chases you at a slower speed than the other bots. Ah. Finally. The map is done. Finally. Anyways, with that out of the way, thanks for watching, everyone. If you'd like to try the map yourself along with House, the link is in the description. If you make content on it, make sure to tag me and I'll make a little compilation on it. Also, to the Piggy devs, please, just make Carnival harder. You don't have to do anything too drastic, just anything that isn't placing 2 carts around the map. Add an event or 2, more keys, anything, please. The community is suffering over here. We don't want to play Carnival every 2 seconds. Anyways, thanks for watching.